Welcome to the Community Brew Podcast, Commerce and Conversations, brought to you by the carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, where local business meets local flavor in the heart of the beautiful Desert Foothills region. We're serving up fresh insights, inspiring stories from business owners, experts, and community leaders shaping our vibrant community, including simple strategies to help you grow your business faster. And now, here's your host, President and CEO of the Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, Steve Feld. Well, welcome to the Community Brew Podcast. Today we have Lana Shapiro. She's the Director of Development and Marketing for the Foothills Animal Rescue. Well, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, tell us a lot more about the Foothills Animal Rescue.
Sure. Foothills Animal Rescue is a local animal welfare agency. We primarily focus on adopting out homeless cats and dogs. Our mission is to rescue, care, and adopt out homeless animals.
Nice. Now, you also have a boutique, right? Connected?
Yeah. So uniquely to our business structure, our resale stores, which is named Daisy's Rescued Goods. We formerly known as Foothills Animal Rescue Resale Boutique. We decided to change the name to shorten it up and just kind of give it a new rebrand.
In this area, I mean, obviously it's people are very animal friendly up here.
Yes.
Do you see a lot of dogs and cats coming your way that definitely need to be rescued?
Yeah, and we do. We primarily pull animals, or we primarily pull dogs from municipal agencies that need the help to make room in their shelters. We are a managed admission shelter. So what that means is that when we have space open up, that we are then able to bring animals into our care. Other agencies are open admission. So that means that any animal that walks through their door, they are legally required. Those are agencies that are typically contracted with municipalities or other governing agencies. So they have like an animal control aspect to them. Foothills Animal Rescue is not that. So we do try to pull the dogs from those kinds of shelters that are at risk for euthanasia. And so that's our role in the animal welfare community. And yeah, I mean, on the cat side, we do take in primarily owner surrenders. So people who can no longer care for the cats or people who have passed away, unfortunately, and can no longer, or their family members are trying to rehome. That's a pretty common situation.
Sad, but it happens,
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest challenges that you all have seen with the animal rescue?
In animal rescue, our biggest challenge is really when they have behavioral issues. We really do try to uniquely position ourselves as an organization that invests really heavily into behavior training. So there's heavy cat enrichment at our shelter. There's a lot of dog training that happens. So just kind of basic obedience. But I will say that Foothills Animal Rescue goes above and beyond when there are certain cases that need more training. We do, in fact, will send them to dog board training if that is deemed necessary, where they need a lot more structure, a lot more consistency. And we've had a few cases over the past years that we've had to do that. And they've successfully been adopted. Wow. But yeah, those are the hardest cases. We do invest pretty heavily on the medical side as well. Because we're an adoption guarantee organization, we will do everything everything possible for the animals on the medical side for any animal that needs it. So if they come into our care and they pop up with some kind of ailment or virus, we will absolutely 100% guarantee that we will try to treat and rehabilitate them.
Great. And do you also do spade and neutering for those animals as well?
All across Arizona, it's actually legally required for all organizations to spay, neuter, microchip. and vaccinate their pets before they go out for adoption. So we are no different.
Great. And how's your organization ran? Is it volunteers?
So we do have full-time staff,
Hmm.
part-time staff, but the bulk of our animal enrichment and care comes from our volunteers.
Now, do you have any kind of partnerships with other organizations in the area besides, I know you mentioned medical, Maricopa, but other organizations up in this area?
In this area, I don't know if we have any specific partnerships, I would say, when it comes to like pulling animals or on the animal welfare side. But Foothills Animal Rescue started in the Cave Creek Carefree area.
Mm.
That's where we originated. It started with just a group of volunteers who felt like there was a big need in the community,
Mm.
especially being in the kind of higher desert in the 1995, there wasn't as much
Wow.
development.
Yeah.
They saw a lot of stray animals, and they really stepped in and created the organization. Since then, I think we've had a decent partnership with the chamber as an organization, and then we definitely still have quite a big footprint in this community, and we really appreciate the support. A lot of our donors are still very much in this community.
Great.
Although we don't have a physical shelter here anymore, we wanted to make sure that we had a presence here, which is why we opened the resale boutique, um, which is now called Daisy's Rescued Goods. And so we really appreciate the support.
Great. So the sales from the resale kind of helps the shelter.
100%.
Nice.
100% of the proceeds from Daisy's Rescued Goods go to benefit the care and comfort of the animals that are at Foothills Animal Rescue. We're still under the same, we're still the same one organization. We're just doing business as Daisy's Rescued Goods on the resale program.
And do you guys accept donations like, say, food or supplies?
Yeah, absolutely. On the animal side, we are a little bit pickier because we need to keep food consistent. So we have a specific brand of food that we use for our dogs and cats. That's how we really evaluate how healthy they are. So we make sure that they have consistent diets so that if there's some kind of digestional issue, we can kind of pinpoint exactly what that is. And you can find what our donation ask is for the animal stuff on our website. So foothillsanimalrescue.org is where you can find those lists. On the Daisy's Rescued Goods side, we accept gently used furniture, clothing, jewelry, accessories. I would say that we are uniquely positioned in, again, the community, not just here, but down a little down south in North Scottsdale as well, where we do get very high quality donations, and that's what we put on the floor. And we're really proud of that fact as well. We do pass along if it doesn't get used by us, so any food donations gets passed along to another organization that can actually pass out food. So open bags of food, food that isn't within the brand that we feed our animals, that all gets passed along to other organizations that could use it.
Oh, great. So, yeah, it sounds like you're very much collaborating with many other organizations and repurposing because the things that you, like you just said, dietary restrictions, whereas another organization, hey, they can use that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Great. And then so obviously you guys are out in the community, but I also know you guys do an annual gala.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so every year we just, again, the organization started in 1995, so we just had our 30th anniversary gala that went phenomenally well. We exceeded expectations on the fundraising side, but we need funds every single year, right? The need for financial support does never ceases to exist. And so we do have our Pause to Celebrate gala that is a sit down dinner gala style event. It's not as fancy as some of the other ones out in the valley, so you don't have to necessarily wear a suit and tie to our gala or to our event. But we have Pause to Celebrate coming up in May this year. So I believe we just secured it to May 9th is the date for Pause to Celebrate. We would love to see your support. Again, if you want to re-engage, have a nice dinner. That's the event that we really showcase the work that we do, the investments that we make, and the humans that are attached to the work that we do that makes such a great impact.
Great. It definitely is great on a fundraiser showing what these people are giving their money to and seeing the result and who's involved. That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Now, here's my loaded question I have to ask all the guests.
Sure.
We have so many great places up here. And there's gems, I say, that are just shiny and bright on the street, but there's so many hidden gems in here in the nooks and crannies. What is one of your favorite, like, hidden gems?
Hidden gems. Ooh, that's a hard one. I really, really enjoy Black Mountain Coffee. I
Nice.
think it's like just hidden away just a little bit. But it's my go-to spot when I need something nice to eat and just like a good cup of coffee.
I understand that, and you're absolutely right. It's one of those off, a little bit off the side street, but boy, is it worth just taking that trek down there. Because you're also gonna, once you see that, you're gonna open up and you're gonna turn around and see so many other great businesses around there.
Yeah.
Now, looking back, where you guys have had a very solid history, 30 years. Where do you guys see yourself in the future? Where's
Now,
everything
this is a
going?
loaded question. Yeah, it's a loaded question. So,
Y'all want to know.
Daisy's Rescued Goods and our resale boutiques have been instrumental with us being able to grow the organization. Um, Currently, they produce about 50% of our gross revenue as an organization that supports the organization. So the move that we made from East Toe Drive to the Sundial was very, very strategic. And we really hope that the extra revenue generated at the new location, not only is it more square footage, it's much more visible in the community. We really, really hope to expand our capacity. So right now we're in like an education phase and research phase in on the animal welfare side, not the resale side. To really explore what that means. So we definitely have this urge and desire to expand what Foothills Animal Rescue is doing in animal welfare for the entire valley. But what that specifically is what we're kind of in that exploratory phase for.
Nice.
But we have plans. We're moving in the right direction.
It sounds like it. It's like, yeah, we got to expand and we're moving towards that.
Yeah.
That's a good and bad problem, right?
Great problem to have.
The moving is always tough, but if you have to expand, that means you're bringing in more animals too, unfortunately. So people could definitely come to your place and find the animal of their dreams, right?
Yeah, there's so many ways to support the mission, whether you're looking to adopt. We're always looking for people to foster animals. So if you're not really ready for that full commitment, fostering a pet is a big deal for us and makes a huge impact in what we do. Volunteering is a huge piece. There is definitely still a need for our volunteers at our boutiques, or I should say our Daisy's resale goods stores. I'm still, trying to get
used to it. Yeah.
I have to get used to the new name, but there's just so many different ways, whether you're giving your time, talent, or treasure. it's definitely, you can feel good about giving to Foothills Animal Rescue.
Great. And then how can people get a hold of you? Maybe they're looking for that future pet, or they want to contribute, donate, volunteer, or, go to the resale store and load up, get some nice goodies.
Yeah, I just want to remind everybody that every single dollar, 100% of the proceeds from Daisy's rescued goods does go straight to the care for Foothills Animal Rescue and the animals that we care for. You can find everything that you need to know on foothillsanimal.org.
Great. And we will have all their contact information in the show notes for those of you who are watching and listening. Please reach out to them, help them out. Maybe you're looking for that future love of your life, that fur baby, if you will. I think they can help you out.
Cool. And if you're a business owner, we have lots of different sponsorship opportunities within the organization as well. So if you're looking for something a little bit philanthropic that can also meet your marketing needs and branding needs, we are definitely here for that.
Excellent. And any final thoughts?
I think that, the Carefree Cave Creek community is such a tight-knit community, and Foothills Animal Rescue has been a part of that for such a long time. We definitely want to make sure that we are connected and that we are listening to what our supporters want the organization to do. And again, we're in this very exploratory phase of how we want to expand the organization. So please reach out, connect with us. We're so happy to be in contact with the community members who've supported us for such a long time.
Fantastic. Thank you for being our guest, Lana.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me.
And folks, if you like people just like Lana, make sure you like and subscribe to this podcast channel on whatever podcast channel you're listening to or YouTube, and reach out to them if you can help them out. Like I said, looking for that future fur baby of yours, maybe volunteering, donating, being a sponsor, or just go shopping. Help them out. Help out the Foothills Animal Rescue. This is Steve Feld wishing you and your business much success. Thanks for joining us on the Community Brew Podcast, Commerce and Conversations. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, fellow business owners, and community champions. Don't forget to check out our other episodes for more tips, stories, and strategies to help your business grow, all served with a local twist. Until next time, stay connected, stay inspired, and keep brewing success in the desert foothills. The Carefree Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce wishes you much success.